Short leaves taste good like a beer should.
You said it. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Try a frosty cold glass of Bavarian right away.
What you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, being joined by the Boozeleague's Commissioner, Wylie Withers. With a higher BAC than your ABV, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Oh, yeah. Keeping it boozy. Welcome in, everybody. We are the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Thanks for telling friends and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm Greg, or that's Scott.
I'm hungover.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Oh, come on. Too soon.
Yeah,
and that's Dan.
What up?
What's happening? And we're being joined by the one and only Commissioner.
What's up, Tuggers? How are you guys?
What up?
All right. Hey, we're just tugging over here.
I know. I've never had so much tug in one room.
Let me tell you.
It's scintillating.
It gets warm. Thanks for making the long trip and not being too hungover this time.
Correct.
You know what? I actually kind of thought I was a little hungover this morning.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I'm like, well, I can't not show up this time.
Right. That'd be two in a row.
Those wine coolers will kill you.
Oh, I tell you what, man. I tell you what.
Bartles and James is a bitch. I mean, I don't know the brand of a wine cooler. How dare you?
Oh, wow.
How dare you? All right. So we got quite the show. We got a lot to get to. Wylie here is, of course, he has his soundboard hooked up as well as I have mine.
All
soundboard.
right. Yeah. Dueling soundboards.
Yeah, it's like dueling banjos, but less rednecky.
Yeah, been there.
Yeah.
Either it's going to be terrible or it's going to be epic.
Yeah, it's going to be terribly epic.
Banjo in there?
Mm-hmm. What else we got going on? Nicole from Beauty and Beer is back. She's got a new brewery review for us. It's President's Day as we record, so we got some presidential beer to get to. A little sports talk. Dan saw a movie finally.
I did. It's been a while.
Yeah, you did your job.
Yep.
Good job. Of course, some crotch talk, all the good stuff. Let's not forget everybody out there to hashtag show us your beers when you're Instagramming and social mediaing. And there's a loud car outside. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Our well soundproof studio. Even
I know,
penetrating
man.
that.
I thought somebody farted.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Surprised it wasn't you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Never
okay.
mind. Okay.
I want to let everybody know I hinted at the end of the last show on March 10th, not February 24th, but on March 10th, we'll be having our live show at Enegren Brewing in Moore Park, California. If you guys are in the SoCal area, come out to Enegren. Not only are they going to have us, but they have great beer, too. So, and Wylie knows all about that.
Oh, yeah, they're into the lagers.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Do you even lager, bro?
And Scott, by that I mean the beer, not the men in the...
Oh.
Yeah,
thanks for clearing that up.
They're not into flannel.
It's starting to get hard over here.
Yeah. All that
First time in years.
A whole lot of wood, huh?
He got his lumberjack on today.
That's right. He does have his flannel going.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Look at him.
Dang.
And also, don't forget to vote
Chopping
for
wood.
our March Madness bracket. You can go to theunfilteredgentleman.com/bracket. Vote for your favorite IPA. The top two get a first-round bye in our March Madness IPA bracket. So go check that out. All right, we have a lot to get to. But instead of playing our normal Beer of the Week music, we have a new song.
Oh, nice. Oh, no.
There's literally never a good time when that plays.
Never a fallen...
Someone's died or it's 6 in the morning.
Fallen shoulder.
Two.
Fallen shoulder.
Wow.
Whatever.
Yeah, his
Something
shoulders fell.
Yeah.
Scott knows how to ruin a really good...
I sure do.
Yeah, really.
That's what I'm here for.
Really good thing there.
Okay, I'm shutting it up. Wait, no, I'm not.
Oh, just kidding. You know, I should have mentioned that our burp word of the week is rest in peace, and it has to do with this beer.
Oh, no. Undertaker.
Still retired. So we're drinking Firestone Walker's Pale 31.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
This might be the last time you drink it.
Oh, my God.
Firestone has made the announcement that they are discontinuing Pale 31. To me,
sad.
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
To me, this is a core. This is like part of the core lineup of Firestone. If you're going to put together like a core multi-pack, I'm talking Pale 31, DBA, Union Jack, Easy Jack, something like that.
Oh, God.
So, some
Somebody-
sad stats.
Yeah, somebody should have warned me.
Sorry, 4.9%, 43 IBUs. It's got a 3.
Alcohol.
Thank you, 3.83 on Beer Advocate, which, what the fuck is wrong with you people? It's low, 3.83 on BA.
Yeah, it really is.
Maybe that's why it's going away.
Maybe so.
People just don't appreciate
Yeah, it fell below the 4. Like, all right, got to get rid of it.
I don't feel so bad now.
From the brewery, Pale 31 is brewed to exemplify the classic California Pale Ale style hence the name, honoring the Golden State as the 31st state to be admitted to the Union. Beautiful floral and citrus hop aromas greet the nose with undertones of lightly toasted malt. Crisp pale and crystal malts offer a hint of sweetness. Subtle hop bitterness offers a refreshing finish, perfect for a sunny day at the beach or barbecue with friends. Pale 31 represents the bold yet approachable spirit that embodies our state.
Reading it now sounds like an obituary.
Kind of is.
It has survived.
I've never heard a beer description sadder than the one I just heard just now. Wow. Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, Pale 31 will be survived by Union Jack, Easy Jack, Luponic Distortion.
How fucking sad, dude.
Yeah, it is sad. This is one of those ones where if it's the summer, you can never go wrong with this.
Yeah.
It's always good. Hell, if it's the winter, I don't care what day it is. I don't care how the weather is. I'm so sad to see this go. It's one of my favorite sessionable beers on the market. It's been harder and harder to find lately, it seems like. And I guess that's why.
Hashtag tears in your beers.
That's right. Tears in your beers.
Oh, man.
Pull it together. Pull it together.
We got a show here, guys. Okay.
We're professionals. We're professionals.
At least we started on a high note, right?
Yeah.
We got it going.
I know.
It's going down from here.
Oh, yeah. It's only getting sadder.
Yeah.
Only getting sadder. All right. This really could have been crotch talk because that's a grievance. That was a little low.
It's time for a crotch talk.
Oh, God. I got to kill that music. It's killing me.
Yeah.
Really?
I've got a grievance
Oh.
with the tree that was in my backyard. Keyword tree. Did you guys feel like, man, when you fucking rip something out? There's this tree.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
That was years ago, but yeah.
There was this tree in my backyard. It took me like 4 hours to get to, but I finally ripped that son of a bitch out.
Nice.
And then I held it over my head and threw it.
Ripped it out of her
Really?
backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was proud. There's a lot of cuss words, a lot of testosterone.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Anyways.
You like spontaneously like grew a beard.
Yeah.
Like, man, oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
Went from a shadow to a full-on lumberjack beard.
How big was this tree?
Twig.
About 6 inch. No. It's about 5 feet tall. It's more like a
What?
bush. Like
Oh.
it had like four
I love ripping out
trunks. 4 trunks coming out of it. Each were, I don't know, was that like 3 inches in diameter,
okay.
excuse me. It was a pain in the ass, but I rewarded myself
Sounds
some
like
beer
it.
afterwards. Yeah.
There you go.
I feel like I'm watching Black China's video.
What?
I heard about this one because she's the.
She got pissed off.
I heard it was the worst sex tape that's ever come
it
out.
was.
Right?
I mean, I heard it was. Sorry, I heard it was.
Because she's got a sex tape with. No, I swear to God, I don't know why I know this. It's
Some guy with a dick. I don't know. That's what I heard.
One would assume, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was with now, but it was like I don't know. It's like Tiger Woods was like one of her conquests or something.
Oh,
wow.
Let's get better and
Maybe
better.
that's who it was.
That was quite the tangent.
Thank God I woke up.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. He's like, I'm out. I 3-putted. I hit par. I'm done.
Hole in one.
Does anybody else have any grievances to share besides Scott?
I'm done.
Yeah.
Just the Black China video.
All right, well, fair
I
enough.
can't really see it that well.
I do have something good to talk about, and that is today I went and had Pliny the Younger for the first time.
Very
Gangster.
nice.
I have reached the top of the mountain. I have found the Holy Grail. I have had Pliny the Younger.
Wow.
You're a man.
Mm-hmm. I have sprouted a pube.
Wow.
Did it come out with like an audible noise? Like, ping?
Boing.
And everyone in the bar clapped. They're like, right on, Tug. Well done, man.
You too, huh? You too. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so it was
Pubes
cool.
sprouting everywhere.
Yeah, met a couple of cool guys hanging at the bar with Dave and Gary talking beer and all that
Spreading
good stuff.
pubes and shit.
Spreading
Yeah.
pubes
Nice.
and shit. So,
Together.
yeah. They were quite older than me, so I hope it
wow.
wasn't their first pube. So.
They spread like great pubes, but hey.
Yeah, what do you know? So anyways, that's all from me. Anybody have any grievances or good beer things to talk about?
Ooh, wow.
You don't have to. We can keep on going.
I went to
good.
Fluid State in Ventura.
What is that?
It's like a little bar area. It's
Okay.
like on Main Street. It's like the first one if you're coming out. It's like the last one down on Main Street basically. So, but they had lots of good beers on tap. They had like Knee Deep was on there, and they had I think one was called Stanley's Treat, which is like a double IPA. And
I heard they recently decided to add more hops to it.
thanks, McLovin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More
and,
hops than that.
Yeah, and it was kind of sweet for my liking, if I have to say.
Yeah?
So. Yeah, for double IPA, I was kind of surprised. So, but
The doubles and the triples can gain some sweetness.
That's what happened.
Especially with more booze, because they have to add more sugars, more fermentable sugars in it in order to get the higher ABV. So it only makes sense that they can be a little sweet at times.
I caught myself a buzz at the Rincon bar at Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah, the hipster bar.
Oh, the hipster bar.
Yeah, totally hipster bar.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, though. They
let
had,
you in without the man bun?
They did.
Wow.
They actually did.
Yeah, I have a beard, so they let me in, too.
Well, it's cool because at Whole Foods, they're so thoughtful about you that when you show up, they actually have one you just clip to the back of your head.
Oh, my.
So that you kind of blend in a little bit.
There you
It's
go.
like a merkin for hipsters?
Well, you have a choice. You can either do a handlebar mustache or you can, like, clip on a bun. But they had Hot Bullet on tap over there, and it was...
Oh, gangster.
That was super good. I hadn't had that one yet. I ended up having a couple of them, getting my buzz on in the middle of a grocery store.
God, I've only had clean up on aisle 3. Clean up.
And then I tried to do shopping.
Yeah, I do that till security shows up.
Yeah.
Clean out aisle me.
I had that hot bullet. That thing is delicious.
It was super, super good. I was surprised at how much I liked it.
I haven't had it on tap, though. I'm sure it's...
Well, now I know where to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hipster bar.
That's right.
At a hipster bar.
Let's go smack on some man buns. What do you think Scott should do? He can't really put on a man bun.
Well,
What I always do is just
Nothing to
drink
clip
it
it.
until the security. Wow.
security.
Shakira?
Security.
She comes in shaking her hips. Sir, you got to go. Hips don't lie. Oh, dear God. He's had a few people. He's had a
Few people.
yeah, that's you.
Security.
Security.
Security showed.
This
Security
aisle is
soda.
on fire.
Yes.
All right, let's talk a little sports.
Please.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Yeah, good
Whether
show.
it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
It is indeed. Apparently, it was the All-Star weekend for the NBA.
Yep.
Anybody watch any of that?
No wonder I slept late.
Yeah.
I watched the dunk contest and the three-point contest.
Okay.
I always like the three-point contest. That's always always kind of been fun. They never changed it, and you always kind of have to shoot. There's no way you can, there's no defense anyway. So, effort's always been the same.
I do find the skills challenges to be more exciting than the All-Star game.
Yeah, it's interesting. And this time they kind of broke it down with like big guys versus the little guys towards the end. So. I don't know, like I like the dunk contest. I kind of thought Larry Nance was going to walk away with it only because he's coming back to L.A. where he played before, and it kind of felt like it was going to be emotional. And obviously he's going to wear his dad's jersey doing the dunks, so I thought he was going to walk away with it. But Donovan Mitchell had two of the greatest dunks of the night. One where he bounced it off the side of the backboard, caught it with one hand, and dunked it. The thing that was kind of lame about that, though, is he jumped over three people. One of them was Kevin Hart, and he made him duck. It's like,
what for?
automatically, I was like, you got to deduct a whole point for making Kevin Hart duck.
Right, he's already only 4'10".
That's ridiculous.
No Kias? What?
Yeah, and then the other dunk he had was one where he bounced it off the front of the glass, caught it with one hand, and like windmill slammed it. And I was like, that was awesome. He also, Larry Nance obviously did his dunk that his dad did, where he kind of did like a rock the baby, or like over the side dunk, wearing his jersey. I was like, oh man, that was awesome. And but I kind of felt that Mitchell's last dunk was okay, where like he had a Carter jersey on. I go, oh shit, he's gonna go for the 360 windmill. Shit. He did it. It wasn't as clean as Vince, So I was like, I don't know. If you're gonna put the jersey on, do the dunk right.
Well, I know the Vince Carter's dunk from back in the day was like legendary, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's the kind of thing
Jimmy Carter.
no one's ever going to get back to Vince Carter status.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy Carter's out there chopping it up on the basketball
I slept
court.
the whole weekend, so yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And what was the
that would have been back in the age where they had the really short shorts, too. So try and get that image out of your mind.
Coming out with his Chuck
Try not
All-Stars.
to, but hey.
Yeah. What was the score of the All-Star game, the final?
It was like what, low scoring game of
148,
145.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So much defense.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's also like the score of a Lakers Jazz game.
I know, right?
Lakers Suns,
It's
no
ridiculous.
defense. Yeah, good Lord.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see any of it.
Oh yeah, it's a shame. You failed us.
Yeah.
Any UFC fans in here?
Somewhat.
Anybody catch Fight Night over the weekend?
Nope.
Oh well, Nate Diaz.
I was busy watching the All-Star weekend.
Oh yeah, busy catching up on sleep.
Busy sleeping through the All-Star weekend.
Checking out the back of your eyelids. Nate Diaz was not fighting, but he found a way to steal the show. He was at the event, and they panned to him in the crowd, and he pulls out a blunt.
Oh.
Puts it in his mouth, gets a lighter out, sparks the lighter, and is on his way to the blunt to light it as the camera finally cuts off. It was 6 seconds of TV gold.
That is gangster.
That's amazing.
It was so good. You can find videos, and I'll post a still up on all of our social medias. You can just see him smoking a blunt on UFC TV. That's a big fuck you to Dana.
He's gangster.
He is. I like that guy.
Me too.
And who cares if the fighters smoke weed? It could make them better. It's like they're doing cocaine or something.
You should actually get some points for being high and still get it done. I mean,
no kidding.
I can barely get to my fridge from the couch when I'm stoned, much less get in a ring and do something, right?
No kidding, man.
That's why when I get stoned, like I already have like all my beer and stuff with me at the couch. It's like I'm not getting up for like 4 hours.
You have like a stoner, like you have like some type of project management plan. You're like, all right, I got my spots.
Get my Excel sheet out. My stoner Excel sheet.
I just like that guy too. Like, you know, when he was fighting McGregor, how McGregor always comes out to Notorious B.I.G. and he came out to Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. It was like, oh man, that's like perfect, dude. Like, fuck Biggie.
That's so good. Anybody watching the Winter Olympics? Man, we're just hitting it with the sports today.
I have been watching some, mainly the curling.
Yeah, me too. Curling.
The curling.
Something like
Isn't that Russian curler got caught doping or something? I heard
for curling.
Yeah,
no, the whole like Russia completely.
No, but no joke. Recently, like 2 days ago, there was a Russian curler who tested dirty, and they're having to retest him. It's like,
no
what
way.
do you need to dope for anyways?
I thought like janitors did that because it's like just a sweeping thing.
Yes.
When they're done with the curling, they go back to their jobs.
Okay, go clean go clean the toilet now.
That's why, as they're out there curling or whatever you call it, you hear keys jingle.
Could that like be a new Olympic event? Is cleaning toilets or something?
Should be.
Yeah.
It's getting close.
Well, wait till they get to mine.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. That's for the gold medal.
Yeah, there's a gold medal for you right there.
Well, anyways, Red Stripe, the beer Red Stripe, has offered to buy the Jamaican bobsled team a new bobsled.
What?
This is the women's team. After their coach got fired and decided to keep it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it was in her name, right?
Right.
She had leased it or something.
Was she Red Stripe?
Yeah, I saw this
Mrs. Red?
on CBS Sports, but Boozeleague covered this on Boozeleague.com. Yeah, I don't know. And
sorry, Scott, you're not. We have you blocked on all Boozeleague.
Most people do.
Yeah,
most bars do.
When he types in Boozeleague.com, it just goes to My Little Pony.
No, we send him to Lumberjacks only. When he tries to check it.
Yeah,
but that would.
Yeah, but I guess it was in her name, and she was mad that she was fired, and was like, "You are not having this bobsled." So
we'll teach you.
Yeah, Red Stripe stepped up, tweeted him, said, "We'll cover the cost if you DM us." Which is about $50,000. So,
hooray beer.
Yeah, hooray beer.
Yeah.
And
a lot of Red Stripe.
Yeah. Well, now you got to drink some more, help support the team.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And Gabriella Papadakis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's a French skater, ice skater.
No relation to Petros.
I know, right? Yeah.
Is she the one that, like, showed her breasts?
Yeah, she's the one with the nip slip.
Okay, that's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, I Googled my heart out, and I did not find very many good nip slip pictures. Everything's been blurred out. I don't know what the hell.
You mean in general or her specifically?
Hers. Oh, I found some good ones. I had to put her name in quotes to try and find her.
A lot of nip slips, but I couldn't see her.
Unfortunately, you just got Petros nip slips.
Actually, my boner go
big
inside.
hairy Greek nipple.
Yeah, I made it really just go right inside, so that was awful. So that's really it for sports. It's that horrible time of like All-Star Weekend plus spring training's about to start, plus we just had the Super Bowl. It's awful. Nobody watches hockey.
It's even like a down month for basketball at this point, where like March, nobody's watching basketball in March. It doesn't matter.
Yet.
Just waiting for March Madness to roll back around.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, correct.
We're waiting for
watching his nip slips.
Yeah, we're waiting for the All-Star Weekend to finish up. So
yeah, thank God. Whew. I haven't slept so much in years.
Yeah, thank God. Man, all these lullabies.
Think how we got our March Madness tournament going on.
I think that's gonna be much better than the.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
are there any results from that yet? Have you guys gotten?
I could pull up some preliminaries, but we're not taking final. It starts on March 6th. Our episode that'll air on March 6th.
Gotcha.
Is the beginning of March Madness. You can still go vote for your favorite IPA. Let me pull up the results here, and while I do that, Dan actually saw a movie this week.
Yes.
nice.
Have you seen the latest moving picture? Let's talk movies for guys.
All right, so over the weekend I watched Black Panther, and that starts. It stars
not to be confused with Black China. I would imagine.
Wow.
God, why did we have to recall that one? Yeah, and it stars Chadwick Boseman,
Never mind.
who was in 42, which was the Jackie Robinson movie, if you remember that.
Nice.
I saw that.
Yeah, it also has Michael B. Jordan And it was a really good movie. What I liked about it too is it's an origin movie. So if you watch the Civil War, the Captain America Civil War, it kind of introduces you to the Black Panther. Like it kind of shows what happens, how like they try to bomb his dad and they kill his dad, and he becomes king of Wakanda. And then he just kind of uses the powers that they have at Wakanda to become the Black Panther. So that's just, and they kind of, you don't really have to watch that movie to catch up to it. They show little bits and pieces of it to kind of catch you up. So that's all good. And there's also some other good actors in it. Like what I liked about the movie was Michael B. Jordan. I mean, as the co-star, and he's playing a villain in this movie. And I've always kind of liked, well, Michael B. Jordan's a good actor, but I wanted to see him be a villain. And I'd never seen, he's always a good guy in all his movies. And this one, he is a villain, and he plays an awesome villain. I think if I have one pet peeve with this movie, it's that there was not enough Michael B. Jordan being a good villain, like on top. Like he takes over towards the end of the movie, and there's not a lot of conflict. I kind of felt like he could have been in multiple movies, being like an enemy of the Black Panther, and maybe they kind of missed the nail with that one. It also has Denai Guerrera, who's from Walking Dead. If you watch that,
Never.
No,
I can't stand that show.
Well, she's like the only cool character. She's Michonne, where she uses like a
that's the only character that I
know
right,
the katana blade, right?
That and Coral. I think Coral's still around, right?
Yeah, so she's in it too. I liked it. Like I said, more Michael B. Jordan would have been great. But it's an exciting movie. Obviously, they got good special effects in it and everything. And I would recommend you go see it. I would say 7 out of 10. I feel it's a little overhyped as well. Like I kind of walked into it. They're saying, "Oh, it's Marvel's first masterpiece" and all this crap. I was like, it was good.
It's February. What do you expect?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I literally had someone on my timeline say it's one of the greatest films of all time.
Wow!
Like,
oh my god!
I'm like easy.
Right.
Let's back away from that for a
it
second.
was too much of
I
that.
haven't even seen it. And there's no. I'll put my left nut down on it. That it's not the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, I would say that, and I would say this too. I know there was a lot of hubbub about the Oscars, how they weren't the black actors were kind of boycotting it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They were snubbed. Hollywood needs to get their shit together, because this movie proved that you can make a movie full of black actors, and they're out there and they are good. So I would say, hey, let's add a little diversity to the film. I'm with that a little bit. I'm not on board saying, the Dr. Dre character from NWA should have gotten an Oscar. I don't think he did that well of a job, but they are there. There are roles for them in good movies, and they should, diversify it a little bit.
When you look at one of the biggest movies that's nominated this year is Get Out.
Correct.
Which is been hugely popular. Mm-hmm. So no, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, and he's in that movie too. Actually, that was Daniel Kaluuya. Kaluuya.
Bless you.
I've been drinking. I heard Kaluuya.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Sounds good.
He was in that. He's also in Black Mirror too. So yeah, he's in the movie too. So I mean, it was really good.
Nice. All right. So you drink.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're drinking with it.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Nicole is back, like I said, from Beauty
good.
and Beer. She is reviewing a new brewery for us. She went to Flatland Brewing, so let's see what that's all about.
Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Beauty and Beer, and I'm excited to share with you my recent trip to Flatland Brewing Company. I'm actually recording live from the brewery, so we'll see how this sounds. It's President's Day weekend, and I figured why not come out on Sunday and enjoy some great beer. This place is packed today, lots of families and lots of groups of friends enjoying good beer. It's pretty hopping in here today. Andrew, the owner, is very nice. Of course, when I walked in the door, he warmly greeted me. I got a flight of beer, and my flight consisted of the Pilsnerish, which is a blonde ale, Beachfront Avenue, which is a fruit sour, Merc Diggler, which is a crushable hazy IPA, Endless Summer, which is an IPA, Batch 100, which is a double IPA, DHS, which is a dry hopped saison. And of course, you hear a lot of IPAs in this flight. They let me choose what I wanted on this flight. So of course, the IPAs are heavy on this one. Let me tell you though, everything on this flight is amazing. The sour, very good. I got like a candy taste from it. I'm really intrigued by the Merc Diggler because it's a real hazy IPA, but it's not super hoppy, but I just very intrigued by the flavor. I really like that one a lot, but hands down, everything on this flight was good, so it's really hard to pick a favorite. They do have a food truck on site today, which is Saucilitos. They do serve wings. I haven't ordered anything because I'm going out to dinner with some friends tonight, but let me tell you, these wings smell amazing. Like, my mouth is watering from the smell of these wings. This isn't my first time at Flatland Brewing Company. I actually visited them for the first time in 2016. My first blog post about them was October 7th, 2016. Since they weren't open on Valentine's Day, I decided to come in here and rekindle my blog post with Flatland and remind myself how much I really like this place and how much this could be my possible home brewery, which I haven't decided on one yet, but I feel like I could call this place home. I'm always warmly greeted. There's always a bunch of people, just so nice. Lots of great conversation. They do live up to their slogan, which is produce a little beer with a huge impact. There's definitely a huge impact with this brewery. And if you are in Elk Grove, I recommend you check them out. There's a lot of passion behind this brewery and behind what they do for the community. They do have a lot of events coming up. They do have a lot of heart. So please check them out. If you want more information about my visit today, please check me out at beautyandbeer.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at beautyandbeer. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Who needs just one home brewery? I gotta ask. Like, I have like 4. It's like, hey, where are you going tonight? Oh, the usual.
Yep.
Which one?
Yeah.
But
if you've only got one, you're not putting in the work.
Yeah. A little more effort.
Yeah. If you show up and they know who you're at least multiple, like 3 or 4 breweries.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 1, a problem, and 2, 4 home breweries.
Yeah.
I must have a problem.
You got to have more than one.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having more than one.
Because I live right next to institution, basically. So I mean, obviously, I know
that's gangster.
Tug bitches all the time how there's too much institution on the
Not
Boozecast.
too much. Only.
No, we do all
Yes.
I actually almost brought in some institution for you just to give you a big, whatever, brother.
Yeah.
But
I
but
think
you know,
they
like
made my name there.
where at institution?
Yeah. Yes.
From like,
I'm right down the street. So.
oh, you're right down the street as well.
Oh, wow.
I walked there and stumbled back.
How is it that we've only met? I almost said, how is it we've only met in the back of an Uber? That sounds fucking terrible.
Well, hey.
But how is it we haven't met at institution? But eventually, though, like, as good as their beer is, you go enough, you're like, all right, well, this was good, but I've pretty much gone through everything I'm going to go through with this brewery. Like, I need, because all breweries, I think, even Firestone, has the same kind of basic taste in different forms, I feel. Like, I can tell what an institution beer is versus a Firestone.
Sure.
I would say.
You kind of know what you're getting into beforehand. Yeah, absolutely. So thanks to Nicole, beautyandbeer.com. Make sure you check her out and follow her Beauty and Beard on the Instagrams and Facebook. So, all right, Old Timey Word of the Week is, and I picked this just because it sounds insane and slightly sexual, prickmedainty.
What?
That's what she said.
Thank you. Prickmedainty. It's a person who is preoccupied with their appearance, a.k.a. God's gift to the world.
So more of an adjective, less a command.
Yeah. I prefer it as a command. I like it in verb form. Prickmedainty. All right, let's class things up over here.
This one's a classy dame with a great palate. It's Beer Babe of the Week.
Yes, our Beer Babe of the Week, her name is Beck, and you can find her on Instagram at A Girl Rates Beer.
Look at that pizza.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at.
with the dot in between each thing. So a.girl.rates.beer. She has got a ginormous
Wow, a lot of people have been involved in that pizza.
Yeah, I'd cut me a slice of that.
Oh, yeah. She's got a tasty beer, too, to go along with that ginormous pizza she's rocking.
Yeah.
So go follow her and her pizza adventures at The Girl Rates Beer. Anything hotter than hot chicks, not only with beer, but just like a ginormous pizza.
A huge pizza.
That's the first time my attention wavered from the chick, I think. I was like, oh, shit, look at that pizza, man. God damn.
I have never seen a girl with that big a pizza.
I know what I'm getting for dinner.
Yeah.
She is smoking, but did you see, is there bacon on there?
A lot of sausage.
Wait a minute.
Whoops.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Pizza. Back
Nope.
to pizza.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
Pizza of the week. Chick of the week.
Yeah. All right, we were talking about
What show we on?
Yeah, exactly. Talking about it a few minutes ago. We have the results so far of the March Madness bracket. So far, tied for first place are Bear Republic's Racer 5 IPA and Firestone Walker's Union Jack IPA.
Oh, both good choices.
Yes. Coming up behind that is Dogfish Head at 60 Minute IPA, then Alesmith IPA, and then tied for last, very surprised by one of these, New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger and Stone IPA.
Really?
I thought Stone and Firestone would be like the two front runners just because the name's behind them.
Damn.
But very, very surprised to see Stone pulling up the rear with Voodoo Ranger.
There was a time where Alesmith IPA, I think it was 2014, where it was the number 2 IPA in the world according to Rate Beer. Like they have they do 100 beers rated by 100 experts from around the world.
Right.
And Alesmith had number 4, 5, 6, and 7. They had 4 beers in the top 10. IPA being the number 1 out of all of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now it's full of beers you've never heard of before.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I think Hetty Topper was the number 1 beer at the time too, and I think it probably still is.
And there's no way to get Hetty Topper.
Not out here.
Not out here. It's a pain in the ass.
Hard to get heady out here.
Yeah. Wow.
Listen to that.
All right.
That's what she said.
Listener email, or is it time to call the bullpen?
Call the bullpen.
Which one gets us beer?
Yeah, the bullpen.
Let's call the bullpen.
Let's make a call.
He calls to the bullpen for beer.
Oh, he does indeed. We are going to pour out these beers, pass them around. So today is President's Day, and I found some before I tell you what we're drinking, I found some facts about presidents and their beer drinking choices. So here we go. George Washington loved porters and even had his own recipe. He also liked to come up with clever names for his dogs while he was time went on. So some of his
one of these drunkies. I'm going to name my dog while I'm drunk here.
Yes, his dogs' name were
sorry.
Drunkard, Tippler, and Tipsy.
Not bitch.
Well, dogs. Thomas Jefferson thought beer was good for you. He once said beer, if drunk in moderation, softens the temper.
He's right.
Cheers the spirit and promotes health. And who can argue with that?
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter made home brewing legal in 1979.
I love him.
JC. James Madison.
I pictured him in the little short shorts on a basketball court.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think Scott just deflated over there.
I did, yes.
Hanging out with Tom Brady. James Madison wanted to start a national brew house, and although Abraham Lincoln didn't drink much himself, which now makes him my least favorite president, he understood the importance of beer to others. He once said, if given the truth, the people can be depended upon to meet any nation's crisis. The great point is to bring them all the real facts and a beer. Agreed.
Well, he drank less after that night at the theater.
That's true.
Reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He had a massive headache after that night.
Yeah, this is a crazy hangover. I'll never drink again after this hangover.
Is it too soon to make a joke about that?
We'll figure it out. So in honor,
just a kid then, so I don't know.
Yeah. In honor of Mr. Washington and his love for porters,
absolutely,
we are drinking Deschutes Black Butte Porter. Had to have a porter, or Black Bud, as my girlfriend likes to call it. Black Bud is 5.2%, 30 IBUs, 4.18 on Beer Advocate.
Nice.
Very respectable score on BA. From the brewery, it says, this is the beer that started it all. A rich, creamy mouthfeel complements a layered depth, revealing distinctive chocolate and coffee notes, full of flavor, yet easy to drink. I agree.
It's tasty.
That reads happy again and not like an obituary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least we ended on a high note with beer, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Not on death. Yeah, so definitely get the chocolate and the roast from this one. A little bit of coffee. I mean, have you guys all had Black Butt before?
Just
no, man, not me.
Just once in college.
Trick question.
Yeah, I mean, in prison once, but
sorry. Have you all had Black Butte before?
Oh. I have.
Yeah, this is one of my go-tos. Like, if you just need a tasty dessert beer to take to a party or something, this is always available, and it's always delicious. It's one of those go-to beers. So
cool. Yeah, it's roasty. I like it.
Roasty and chocolatey, and and it's not too filling. So if you don't want to fill yourself up, this is a nice, like, lighter porter, if you will.
Very toasty.
Very toasty. I dig it. Sorry, I had to drink a little there. All right, we have a listener email.
Oh.
This one is from Patrick, and the subject is go-to beers.
Oh.
Hey, gentlemen.
Hey.
Yes?
That's us. Ever had that problem when you're drunk at a bar and you have to decide on the next drink to have? Do you guys have any go-to beers that you keep chambered so you don't have to think while drunk? I usually just default to the first IPA I see. What say you guys? Cheers, Patrick. I don't know. Who's got some?
question.
Yeah, who's got some go-to beers? Wiley, you got some go-to beers when you're at a bar?
I kind of have a hierarchy I go down when I look at the taps, and usually
you do go down. Yeah.
I like the creamy filling.
Wow.
Here we go.
Now with soundboard's not
That's what
working.
she said.
Okay. So normally, like if I'm looking, like I'll probably normally go with an IPA as well.
Yeah.
Lagunitas often will be the one, and around here at least, Institution's Mosaic is freaking everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
And even that, like Fig Mountain's Mosaic's pretty good. So I guess I usually go with a Mo.
Yeah.
And like if I need Mo, I get a Mo.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dan, what say you?
There's that Institution pushing.
I know. You'd think he works there or something.
I know.
It's stumble right down the street from it. And
Yeah.
That's
and
a problem.
stumble home. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I would say
Too
the
easy.
same about the Lagunitas is one that they seem to have pretty plentiful in all the bars.
Yeah.
Stone IPA, something like that. So
Yeah, Scott, anything for you?
When you're drunk, it's easy to say stone.
It is.
So I say
That's true.
stone a lot.
Yeah.
That is true.
And for some reason, I get a lot of rocks thrown at me. But a stone, or again, the Institution it's a local thing.
Yeah,
Plentiful
very
here.
local.
Moose drool,
Oh, yeah.
because usually I'm drooling and like.
Wood Ranch has that now. Like every Wood Ranch I go to has moose drool on it. It's
Oh,
good.
really?
And I go there a lot.
Big
So
time.
they've had it actually for a while now. Like, yeah, it's
Oh, you work at Wood Ranch?
I know, right? Let me get my wood ranch in over the Institution now.
Yeah, I tend to go Stone IPA and Stone anything because it's easy to
Yes.
say. Anything Firestone. If I'm drunk and I just see a Firestone tap handle,
right.
they just, hey, I want the Firestone. Which one? Yes.
Yep.
Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You
Which
could
one's
give me-
closest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know, somebody asked me recently, what's your favorite beer? And I said, I can't tell you your favorite beer. It's like, what's
Wow,
your favorite
that's- yeah.
Beatles song? But I can tell you my favorite brewery is probably Firestone only because I can always have a Firestone and never dislike it.
That's true.
So anything Firestone. And if you're one of those like shitty bars that thinks they know what beer is, but like, Golden Road is their highest craft beer, quote unquote. Like you guys said, Lagunitas is usually plentiful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know they've sold out, but they still taste good and they're easy to find.
Yeah, compared to everything else, I mean, what are you going to do? Like order a Budweiser? I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Lagunitas is there. You might as well order.
Yeah, let's not get extreme. We
Exactly.
Don't need to be
Right.
crazy here.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not
when-
Scott.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I know one place I go to a lot has Goose Island, which I mean,
Ugh.
people like,
I can't do the goose. Not a fan.
I can goose.
yeah,
I
You can
not-
goose it up, huh?
I goose it.
Get loosey-goosey?
If there's nothing, well, I mean, if it's between goose and bud, hey,
yeah. I had to do that in Vegas once. I was at a pool bar and it was literally Budweiser and their products, or Goose Island and their products, which is the same company. And I was like, shit. What? It was like a Sophie's choice of which shitty beer do you want. I think I ended up going Budweiser because it was cheaper.
You were standing there. It's like, when they do they speed up the everyone around you, and it's just you standing still, staring there. There's people in the pool, there are balls flying around and stuff.
There were balls flying around, all
I
right.
bet.
So
Hey, can I get you guys' take on this too? I know we've all had, the Stone, 6-pack, or I'm sorry, like the 24-pack where they get like a little mix of IPAs.
yeah, a little
and-
multi-pack.
Yeah, who hasn't had that here, right? And
Right.
I think I'm in the right room to ask this question. What do you guys
What?
think about the Hop Revolver beer?
the what?
I haven't had it in a while. It's
Okay.
kind of
Which
like
one?
it's their
Hop
version.
Revolver.
It's Stone's version of Luponic Distortion,
Yeah, it comes
where
in
they're
like
doing a
a
revolving hop series.
like a light green
Gotcha.
bottle a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know that I've had that one.
Really?
So yeah, I don't think
I'm
I
not
have.
a big fan of it. I gotta
Really?
say, I'm not.
I can't remember.
I haven't had it in quite some time, so I don't think I'm at liberty to make a judgment call. But I think we might need to do some beer science.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think that would be a good topic for beer
Okay.
science.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
We'll
You
have
know,
to.
Stone was the very first IPA I ever had, which I think you can say for most people. But I had to chug that IPA, and I didn't know what an IPA was.
Oh yeah, right. Your first
Right.
IPA,
Right, so we're down in Huntington Beach, is like me and like some friends, and then all of their wives, and perpetually single commish. I was just like, what's up? So we stopped in at a barbecue place. The only thing they had on tap was Stone and Bud Light, Stone and Bud Light. And we're like, or this massive meal of barbecue, right? And we're like, well, how long is this going to take? They're like, it'll take about 15 minutes. We're like, cool. We got a round of beers, and the ladies went off and they sat in their
Beer
table.
it is.
And beer it was. Yes, it was. But we, so we got the beers right. Literally within a minute, all the food came up. And so all the girls were like, all right, chug up, we got to go. And we're like, okay.
No!
And it was, that was my experience with an IPA. That was my very first IPA experience.
That's interesting. Like your first IPA is a lot like your first beer. Like it's just like
quick and dirty.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. The first IPA that got me into IPAs and also got me into craft beer was Cali Belgique. Speaking of Stone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You even say that correctly. You're all like highfalutin and whatnot.
That's right. Look at me. Pinkies up all the way. I mean, Cali Belgique was a great introductory IPA because if you never had an IPA before, especially when Stone was coming out with these just fucking hop heavy, before the West Coast craze that really kicked off, if you would just go for like a Stone IPA and you never had one before, like that's a little intense. But Cali Belgique was nice and soft. It was that Belgian, it was that hops, like it was a nice mix of the both, and that really kind of got me going. And from there it went crazy with IPAs.
And now you have a podcast about beer.
I know. Now,
rest is history.
True.
It's my cover for being an alcoholic.
No, enthusiast.
Right.
Yeah, you're an enthusiast, not an alcoholic.
We review beers. We don't get drunk.
You don't go to meetings. Do you?
No, only losers go to meetings.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Patrick, for emailing. You guys can always email us, theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com, or, drunk dial us at 805-538-BEER. Best phone number ever. All right. Let's do ourselves... ... a little bit of booze news.
Extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Speaking of Stone, they are suing Miller Coors.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is like David versus Goliath. Well, it's like Goliath Jr. versus Goliath. Stone's kind of like the big guys.
It's the Kevin Hart of Goliaths versus regular Goliath.
That's right. They're suing Miller Coors over Keystone and their rebranding. If you look at Keystone cans now, they have like a little tiny key, and I'll post a picture on our social media. It's a little tiny key, and then a big stone, and then either light or regular, whatever.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, so
sneaky bastards.
Yeah, so they're really trying to pick up on that Stone business, and Greg Coach put out a video about why they're doing this. Here's just a little clip from that.
We believe that Miller Coors is intentionally and deliberately trying to create confusion in the marketplace with their Keystone brand. And that is why we're suing them.
That's fucked up.
You can see it in their cans. You can see it in their packaging. You can see it in their marketing. They are being surprisingly bold with this.
Say it. They're fucked up.
This is really disconcerting to hold this. Look at it. It says Stone Light. 2 words that you would never see together in association with our company. So our message to you, Miller Coors, is very simple.
You're fucked up.
You can end all this right here and now by one simple move that reinforces your brand that you've built.
Oh, yeah.
Put the key back in Keystone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Come on.
Stop using Stone as a standalone word, because when it comes as a standalone word in the world of beer, it's ours.
It's fucked up.
Basically, Greg is saying,
lick my balls.
Yes, he is. Not this Greg, that Greg.
The other Greg.
2 things on that.
Greg.
One thing, Scott should be their new PR guy.
Right here.
No, he's the hype guy. He's the guy that all rappers have in the background. Going, what?
He finishes every sentence.
And the second thing is, it's clear that's what they're going to do, because if they start putting that as a tap, and like you said, it's really easy to say, give me a Stone. That's going to be their new thing, is give me a Stone. And it's like, you mean a Keystone? Here you go. It's like, no, I said a fucking Stone.
Yeah.
And there's no way not one person in that building looked at that and said, isn't there already a brewery called Stone?
Right.
There's no way that would have gotten past.
Bunch of dicks, dude.
Yeah, that's. But the fact that they went ahead and did it, I mean,
the
must
audacity.
Tell you that, the audacity of it, but it must tell you that they think they have some ground to stand on to be able to pull that off and get something out of it. They're not going to waste a bunch of money doing it.
Yeah.
So,
and there are idiots who will fall for it. Like today, I was at Total Wine, just like Bevmo, for those of you that don't have Total Wine, I can't speak anymore. Some guy walks in, and English is hard. Some guy
we got your back, buddy.
Some guy walks in, and the manager walked up to him and was like, hey, what are you looking for? Can I help you? He's like, nah, I'm just here to get a big box of Budweiser. It's like, oh man, you're at Total Wine getting Budweiser,
right?
Like, A,
they have a better price on it.
Yeah, it's like, A, have you looked around? And B, doesn't the grocery store sell this a little cheaper?
No,
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Everything I see at Total Wine, like if you can find it at the grocery store, it's going to be cheaper at the grocery store than Total Wine.
Total Wine has the 36 packs, where the regular store doesn't.
Okay,
from what I've heard.
Yeah, so you've been told.
Not that that's been me. He says.
I mean,
it was Scott.
Oops. To be fair, I have gone to Bevmo. This is college years, and picked up a keg of Bud Light. I mean, They do have those kind of things too. It's,
I didn't know that. That's
Word on the street is.
Yeah, so you've heard
Yeah.
through the grapevine.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, anyways, I hope that this doesn't go to huge amounts of litigation because obviously Miller Coors has way more money than Stone, even though Stone in the craft world is huge. But against big beer, I don't think it's going to work out too well.
No.
So, all right, happier news. 42 breweries in San Diego have signed on for the 2018 Beer to the Rescue campaign. Short story is, buy beer and it goes to the Lupus Foundation of Southern California and some other charities as well. The long story is all these breweries in San Diego are a part of it. I'll read off some of the breweries that are taking part. Benchmark, who we've had on the show, North Park Brewing, New English Brewing, Society, who is delicious, Thorn Street Brewing, Second Chance Beer Co., who is fucking phenomenal, Booze Brothers Brewing, who I've never been to, but now I need to because their name, Indian Joe Brewing, Beaver Brewery, Bolt Brewery, who I've been to. So they're doing a good thing for...
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
They're
doing a good thing for charity. There's many more that are involved. So if you want to help drink for charity and you're going to be in the San Diego area between now and... most of the events are between now and May, but there's a few that go on the entire year. So just search for that. It's breweries, Beer to the Rescue, 2018 Beer to the Rescue. You can help out with that. What else? Oh, there's a big problem in the tequila world.
Oh, no.
Yes.
The hell you say?
I know. Dan's already getting upset.
We need to start playing that Scottish music again.
For tequila?
Yes, at least for the next couple of years.
Yeah. There is.
No.
Now take your hats off.
Big Tom Callahan has died. Sorry. I was thinking that music.
Callahan.
Should it be like some kind of Mexican music?
Hey, don't be racist.
That's right.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
be
right.
racist. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a shortage of agave
I know a guy
plants.
that's Mexican, so it's okay.
Oh, it makes it fine.
It's okay now.
You got your one.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, your token Mexican
Yeah.
friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That doesn't know Spanish.
He doesn't know what tequila means.
Yeah, si se puede.
Yeah.
There's a shortage in agave plants, which is leading to
no.
a shortage in tequila. And they say this is going to last through at least 2021.
Oh, my God.
Wait, hold, Tug, I got you here. You ready?
please.
Yeah, turn that down.
Yeah.
You ready?
Go for it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Much more appropriate.
Welcome to Oxnard.
But this is a happy song, and this is a sad occurrence.
Yeah, correct.
Let's kill the happiness.
Sad occurrence.
There's
So,
no sad Mexican song.
yeah,
so.
say, well, what's that one?
That's not. Is that sad?
The cucaracha?
I think we need to know Spanish.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so drink more beer, less tequila for the next few years.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
You know, on that note
Got
as
it
well,
covered.
do you know that Corona is draining the water from a certain area? They're having problems growing crops.
Really? I thought it was just people pissing in bottles.
Apparently, they've run out of piss because there's no water.
Yes, the sewer.
Yeah. Jose's out of piss.
Yeah.
Get that guy more water, stat.
Trader Jose.
Yeah, Trader Jose. Oh, dear. That was good timing on that one.
Thank you.
Oh, dear. All right. And congratulations, Iowa. You are getting Dogfish Head.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you
They're, what?
Are you Oprah?
Yeah. You get it at 60 Minute. You get it 60 Minute. You get it 60 Minute.
Check under your chairs. There's bottles for everybody.
Just buy it between 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Iowa has just been expanded
Wow.
on the Dogfish Head brew or distribution list. So congratulations,
Rednecks
Iowa.
on Dogfish.
Yeah.
Wow. That could be a new
we
show.
go.
There's a reality show right there.
I'm sure.
Goodbye, Iowa.
It was good while it lasted. And independent breweries and brewery leaders have been named in the 2018 James Beard Award semifinals.
Ooh. Is that the guy from ZZ Top?
I think so. James
He
Beard.
was the only one that didn't have a beard, if I remember
That was
correctly. He was the drummer.
Harden's nickname.
Or was it John Beard?
That was Harden's nickname?
James Beard. James Harden.
Hey, look, I'm going to listen to Dan when he talks about beards.
Yeah, that's true. If anybody around here knows.
The best beard in the world.
Yeah,
Very
champion
glorious.
of the Booze and Tug.
Oh, that's right.
Well, the beard is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beard is.
Yeah.
My different
James
body
Harden.
parts are winning this. It's taking over the league.
Wait till next year.
Yeah.
Suck that.
Dan's nuts.
Yes.
All right. Exactly. Are coming for you. So the semifinalists are Leah Wong Ashburn of Highland Brewing Company.
Did you say Wong?
Too soon.
Sorry.
Wong and Dan's beard in the same sentence.
This doesn't get any better. Jeffrey Stuffings.
Wow.
Here we go.
So far we have Wong stuffing.
of Jester King Brewery.
Let's keep it going.
Sean Lilly Wilson of Full Steam Brewery.
Okay.
And J.C. Tetrolt.
Chazé?
Yes. Co-founder of Trillium Brewing Company.
I like Trillium.
Yes.
Yeah, Trillium's very good.
They do some good work. I've had some good Highland beers, too. I think they sold out, though, didn't they? I'm sure Google would tell me that. But anyway, so I think it was Dogfish Head. It was Sam Callion that won last year. The James Beard Award on that one. So very cool. That's pretty much it. Before we get the fuck up out of here, Wylie, tell our listeners who haven't made the crossover yet why they should listen to the Boozecast and check out the Boozeleague.
Well,
please.
We are a lot like you guys, obviously. So we cover beer, we cover booze.
Not quite as cool, but yeah.
Well, you say that. No, but you can check us out on boozeleague.com. We do a lot of we're doing some videos. We also do news stories. We do some beer reviews, but the Boozecast, you can find it on iHeart and iTunes as well. Tug is often on there. We call him Tug Jones over on the Boozecast, by the way. So,
correct.
Yeah, because he represents, he's kind of like all you guys. He's kind of like...
He's the ambassador.
He's the ambassador. He's like the holy trinity of Tug when he comes over there. He kind of embodies all of you. But
Tug 3 times?
Sure. Trinity. That's what you want. I mean, you know.
There's a lot of Tugs.
But... yeah, so I'd love to have some listeners from you over here. I mean, you're going to be on.
Just like to have
we're recording
listeners.
Next Saturday, right?
Yeah. When is that going to drop? Do you know?
No, they'll drop on probably the Monday after.
Okay, so
Monday after, so you can check us out
about
next
a week or so.
Yeah, about a week from this one. So come on in. We're getting ready to launch 2018 swag as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Cool.
And when did this show start?
I told you, you're blocked. Just give it up. You're blocked. Yeah, you're blocked.
No wonder I can't get it.
We actually have hanging in the studio a picture of you, kind of like they do at bars.
Yeah. All the bars have that.
Yeah, don't let this guy in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Most bars have that picture.
Yeah. And playgrounds.
All the playgrounds.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go back
Those
and
kids
forth.
are cute, though.
Oh, God. Wow, I got to cut that out. Yeah, I'm over on the Boozeleague here and there. Wylie's here.
I met the Boozeleague kids.
Yes.
Well, it's a fun rivalry we have back and forth. Like
Yes.
it's
at my age, everybody's a kid. So
wow.
Yeah.
I could turn his mic off, actually.
Dude, he just keeps going.
He does. He
This
does
is crazy.
Yeah. I don't think he's woken up yet from his nap.
I'm done.
He's actually still asleep.
He's like a grumpy old guy like this guy.
Diabetes.
He's Wilford Brimley.
Diabetes.
Why do I know that guy's name?
Because he's all over your TV talking about
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do a fun little fantasy football league.
Yep.
Correct.
The old Booze and Tug.
Last year, Dan won.
No, Dan's beard won.
No, last year.
Oh, last year. Gotcha.
The first
Yeah,
time
year
we did
before
it.
that. The first one, yeah, that's
Dan
right.
annihilated. And then year number 2, Dan's beard.
Yeah.
With
You
the
know
win.
what? Actually, while we're here, though, here's the thing is, though, because we've gone back and forth about this a little bit. Dan's beard won, but technically that's an auto draft team. Technically, it's not really you guys.
No.
Because
So you
there's
shouldn't
no
have
way.
lost to a beard
Dude,
then.
Well, it's the thing is, everyone in the top bracket was us.
I'm pretty sure the team name says Dan's Beard.
Literally, yeah.
It does.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I kind of think that
The old Booze and Tug update.
I do believe that
Boopy doop.
we took that one. I do believe we took that one.
So,
Who knows?
After 2 years, so it's like tied.
But if there was a trophy, it would
we
say
won last year, you guys won this year.
Daniel, and then it would say Dan's Beard.
No, sadly, no. I do actually have the trophy. I think I told you what the trophy is.
Yes.
And I'm going to bring it next time I'm on the show. But you know those
Don't
giant,
show us again.
you know those beer koozies that are fists?
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, your beer looks really small, like under the giant's hand.
Yeah.
I'm painting that gold,
That's
and
what she
that's
said.
going to be the trophy.
Oh, my beard would love that.
I'm trying to picture, like, you look like Chuck Norris with a giant fist in your beard.
Chuck Norris, so.
Oh, so
Exactly.
Carlos Norris.
Carlos.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Mucho. Oh, there it is. Okay.
So we went last year, and
Points.
Maybe you guys won
Points
this year.
wise,
Yeah.
the Boozeleague won.
Points
I would
wise,
say
the
I would say
Patriots.
this.
Well, I would say that that's kind of what we're keeping track of. Otherwise, we're just in a regular fantasy league against each other.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Because I would say
Okay.
this. I mean, you lost to the team, right? I mean, how would you feel having that team in your division? It beat all of us.
Yeah, it's true.
It
was
kicked our ass.
It was hard for us to compete against our own team.
Yeah, my beard is
true.
glorious, and it's very powerful.
You know what? We were warned about that early on. Your beard went on a winning streak very early.
I think for me, having the worst record in the league, but I did beat the commish, I think, both times.
Oh. Just one time.
Oh, just once?
Just once, but still.
Once is good enough for
I
us.
did lose
Yeah.
to you, which is very sad.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you're still alive after that.
He was on suicide watch after that one.
Oh, it was terrible, yeah.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
So I kind of think that's where you guys are at, down at the bottom.
Wow, that was pretty good.
You like that?
Thank you,
Have
Alex
you guys
Trebek.
never heard Alex Trebek rapping?
Do you have Alex Trebek?
This is my
rapping?
favorite one right here.
Panda, 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 panda.
What song is that?
Panda. That's Panda. Clearly.
Probably the Panda song, I would guess.
Let's see if this works. I haven't been able to preview this, but Dan's
He's still
beard.
hood famous.
Sorry.
Oh. This is going to be way too long. I shouldn't have done this.
That's what she said.
Yeah. This is... There we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Dan's beard right there.
Yeah.
Right there, gal. It's just
Glorious.
floating in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just- it's brought on and like one of those trays you have for like a room service on the wheels.
Oh, yeah.
It's just your beard. They wheel it in. They got white gloves.
Absolutely.
It walks into the bar before I do.
Right.
Like, he's waiting for me.
You know, we need to do a
Your
series.
seat, sir.
We need to do a series of like, what's the most interesting man in the world, but like Dan's beard.
Yeah.
Get the VO guy
Most
to record a
interesting-
bunch
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, most interesting beard in the world.
Yeah, walks
Yeah.
into the bar before Dan does.
It's true.
Yeah. So, all right. I think that's everything from us today.
All right.
Thank you, Wylie, for joining.
Thank you for letting me sit in, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Boozeleague.com and Boozeleague and all the social medias, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Make it simple.
Scott's throwing up over there.
Yes.
Yes. He
I think
is.
it was rest in peace. So.
Oh, okay.
It is resting.
Yeah.
And by the way, for those of you, just to let them in behind the scenes here a little
Yeah.
bit, there are so many covers for mics in the room here in the studio just for Scott.
Yes.
Microphone condoms.
I didn't realize you can get a Costco-sized bag of microphone.
Check them. Half of them have throw up on them.
Yes, and they're still wet.
Yeah, it's like $10 for a 10-pack. So.
Some days that'll be worth money once you guys hit it big.
Yeah, every time he leaves the studio, I just replace it.
You get your Costco pack of condoms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
microphone condoms.
I mean, yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Just-
you don't need regular ones.
Nah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks you guys for listening. Thanks to Wylie for joining.
Cheers.
You can join us at theunfilteredgentleman.com/bracket for our March Madness IPA bracket. Make sure you cast your votes. 805-538-BEER is the number to call when you're drunk. Or, I mean, if you're not drunk, you can call it too, but call when you're drunk. The Unfiltered Gentleman on all the social medias, as well as Unfiltered Gents on Twitter. I think that's everything. Don't forget to come check us out March 10th at Enegrin. We'll be hanging out there and drinking some beer and all that good stuff. So thanks, everyone, for listening.
Get one more in, sorry.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Stay hydrated out there, and good night, everybody.